moment. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, I actually misclicked. Sorry, guys. I misclicked so badly. Okay, here we go. Entering the depths of Mirage, a map that is quite old. The longest standing map in the competitive map pool. Double pair of dualies for Polo and Skit. As BT again with the flash. And MOUZ NXT, a single flash. Have a look at that. Not your usual approach to this map. But maybe it can pay off. Yo, Javad, good to see you. How are you doing, our lovely moderator? Okay, here they come. Couple of warning shots from a P250. Aok lurking close towards that left-hand side. Exist is the one responsible for covering connector. First contact on ramp is not a success. Takes some damage down to 69. But it will be Exist coming out on top in the fight. Skid as well, supportive, but not any longer as Nicolian takes him down. It's Skid also falling. SBT from Ticket Amanek on towards that A-bomb side. They need to hold. Polo is too far away. The dualies are not really the good weaponry to have from this exact position. And as Amanek keeps on being there, the bomb will get planted. When is the moment for the Frenchman? Right now. That's an easy headshot. Knows about the second. Easy one tap. Make it two. And make it only Amanek left with a pistol clutch. That will never happen as MOUZ NXT secures the first pistol. In the usual MOUZ NXT fashion, they just hit A. Was a good approach. P250s, really good. Short range, long range. Good armor penetration for the pistol. They have a flash, and now the force blight comes out of MINLATE. Okay, not bad. Several flashes, early pressure mid. Amanek. Whoa, not get caught by the mole. Oh, this could be a big problem. This is a massive problem. However, he misses out. He had a wonderful opportunity. They keep on going in. Amanek falls together with the rest of the squad. And this is so unfortunate because the French player had a chance. But luck was not on his side. MOUZ NXT clear out A again for a 2-0 lead. As we go into a pistol round for the CT side. And remember what we discussed in the pre-show. MOUZ NXT in this map relies on creating the fire. Their tendencies are to consistently hit that A-bomb side, irrespective of whether it's through a default setup like the one we're seeing right now or through a split. So here they go. Double smoke given. Make it actually triple, covering Ticket. Joey with the first. SBT too far away from the action. Shots in Utah flying in left and right. Skid is going to be eating those nades. Flash is lovely. Zelex adds 600 more to his bank account. Ayo covers the flank. Adapts the spray control to find another kill for the squad. MOUZ NXT with a strong start on their map pick. Of course, they had 5 minutes to discuss the strategies. Plenty of time to quickly point out the biggest mistakes from Nuke. Let's also not forget that Nuke is not the best map for DC iteration of the Academy squad of MOUZ Esports. They prefer the maps that rely on that extra firepower, like Ancient, Mirage, Dust 2. Polo brings in the op, a couple of them, of course, they are in the mix as well. Another A hit. 4 consecutive rounds in which MOUZ NXT will just pressure the same side. There it is. Look at that. It's the exact same execution. with the double mole, with Joey tripping out of Palace, but this time around it's Kid holding his zone, not for long. Polo doesn't have any way to help his teammate out, so this is going to be a retake for the side of MINLATE. Quite a lot of util was invested. Zalex secures the numbers advantage. The Hungarian instrumental for the successes of his team. Another HE, and I think that this is a save already, yeah? Even though you have defuse kits and your AWP are still in play, it's just impossible, honestly. MOUZ NXT. They play some really simple, straightforward counter-strike, but it just works. The momentum is already created. They will catch fire, bomb will explode. That's a 4-0 lead. Right there.
Terrorists win.
I'm curious up until when they're gonna keep on going back to hit A. I remember back in the days when I was starting off as a caster here in Bulgaria. I was casting an international tournament, A1 Gaming League. And I remember there was a Danish team, I don't quite remember the name, but it was on Overpass. I counted, and this is during CSGO, the number of rounds on during which, excuse me, they play for the B bomb side, a total amount of 20 BXX. That's it, and here we go. It's the exact same round over and over again. We live in a simulation, but MOUZ NXT could be more than happy in this simulation unless Polo has taken the red pill and knows something that MOUZ NXT does not about how history that could be changed. Joey a bit too far away from the action. Nicodian has fallen, so up to the Spaniard to deliver us a clutch. Gorofengo has still not been spotted. There comes the HE, but for stairs. Double bodyguard system in place. So finally, MINLATE will break the matrix. It was time for them to wake up, to come online. Putting up a better fight. And let's see, MOUZ NXT. Probably now they're gonna switch up their approach. I'm expecting for those smokes to come around middle. For them to be sending one guy to try and lurk around it. Let's see. Oh, does catwalk smoke given. Window smoke as well. This I do believe is going to be the connector smoke. Yep, there it is. On the inside of the bomb side, as Nicodian has already delivered the opener. This will not spot anyone. Amanek needs to be really careful. Zelex's body spotted. Nicodian still pressuring as the Dane falls to his French counterpart. MOUZ NXT right now with mid control. MINLATE relies on Amanek to be the one lurking, to be the one creating problems. He will even go more aggressive. They have absolutely no idea. Surprise, surprise, he even spotted the player coming back. So at this point in time, quite a lot of information gathered by the CT side. Fights that need to be taken. Eok drops down the bomb. Amanek cannot have a peek because of the incendiary thrown his way. Polo is going to be coming out from Palace. One shot that he will land. See, Flash is coming in. Dust has gone down. It's again Joey. Takes a bullet to his body. And this becomes nearly impossible to try and have a quick peek in. But all that he finds is his own dead. MINLATE will get another. Courtesy to Amanex's efforts. A really well played round on his side. We saw how he adapted after his team gave away the opener. Threw in the smoke. Pushed through it. Spotted a player coming back from Cat. Surprised the next one standing on middle. There was no way for MOUZ NXT to be covering for each other. Shot out of Aox's op. Nothing crazy. New position for Polo. This time around looking from short. I don't mind it. Polo has not necessarily been one of the most aggressive opers. that we have in Tier 3. But there have been instances where when he was starting to rotate more and more, he could catch his opponents off guard. Same goes for Ayok though, and again, A it is for MOUZ NXT. Players already on the side. Skid waits for a flash. With a nice shot. Skid will not go away, and there wasn't a guy that can actually throw a flash for him. Obdus wanted to check out through the smoke, but he will still manage to shut his opponent down. Amanek, can he do something? Hidden in the smoke. Seems like the decision has been made. The CT side will save. MOUZ NXT will go back to winning ways after dropping the previous two. This is exactly what we expected. A simplified strategy. This has been the tendency during their matches on Mirage. We saw it against Quasar. We're seeing it again against MINLATE. Hit A as much as possible. That's it. It's a team effort, as it has to be when you're still relatively young. These are the new guns. Let's not forget that historically MOUZ NXT has been one of the most successful academy organizations. They have produced a lot of talented players. Chimpad, Shui, and so on and so on. Warning shots coming out of Joey. Take them a damage from the nade. Calm before the storm was an early attempt out of the Latvian OPA to find something on towards B so that MICES can accelerate, but this is not going to happen. You can see now we're going to see the split. Another strategy that MOUZ NXT uses from time to time to shake things up. And it will be Polo holding on. That's an important kill because right now with the smoke, he manages to find a leeway to escape back and help his teammate out. Amanek has not been spotted. There are quite a lot of mollies which MOUZ NXT can throw, and I feel like they shall throw those. Here they come. Amanek playing on the verge of the flames, pushed back by the secondary molly. Polo misses out on the shot. Amanek will not be able to convert. Polo with another miss that he needs to run for the hills, but he fell. Skid has fallen as well, with which Nicodian, he's gonna be getting that bomb planted again. Small margin, several misses, which you cannot allow yourself to do, because MOUZ NXT are ready to punish you. So they extend their lead to 4 rounds. Jump. Okay, maybe an accelerated split. Let's see, pushes there. Exit, even though he was caught with the flash, manages to find one. KG to break it open. Fight continues. Kid comes out on top, securing the numbers advantage. Amanek prepared, but not for the quickness of Nicodian. The Dane again, extremely sharp with his aim. Polo though lands a shot, leaving the Latvian and the Dane up for a 2-on-3 with so much time on the clock. Those rounds have been quite explosive. Teams not wanting to waste any time. Surprise, surprise, SBT with an easy kill. The young Dane. What does he have in store for us? Well, seems like nothing. Polo deals with him. MINLATE will find their third. I absolutely adore the pace of those rounds. Teams do not hesitate away from taking those fights. Bullets thrown left and right. Nades as well flying in and out. But the economical battle continues. Plus bonus is at its minimum for MOUZ NXT, so that's an important one. Again, a boost will be given over to the Latvian. So there's someone. We'll have a quick sneak peek. No, instead it's Polo tagging. SK Expect. Thank you so much for pressing the follow button. Welcome to the Duckies. Okay, we go back to playing for mid control. The name of the game for MOUZ NXT. Smoking window and con. Oh, that's a really deep pile of smoke that was just thrown out of skid. Allowing right now for Polo to look over towards short as Amanek holding on to the secondary op pulls out the opener. And I think that this is an indication of how MOUZ NXT gets stopped and need to find a reroute. SVT gathering a lot of intel as we speak. Already has made its way deep inside T-Spawn. Of course, due to how this round has played out, Exist cannot really go through Murder Hole, because if he gets caught, then it will be a disaster. Bomb will get planted. Exist finds Joey. Quick incendiary. AOK has been tagged, remember. As we still also have SBT coming on the ramp, which is a position that no one is being looking at right now. AOK gets flashed. That's the entry sign. That's Polo finding another for the squad. As he misses out onto Nickelodeon, still 4 CT players are alive. No problems. MINLATE to get the defusal. No one will be saving a gun for MOUZ NXT. Lost bonus only $2,400, so not enough. Maybe a half buy is about to come in from the Mises. And even a tactical timeout. They're still in the lead. I think, and so far it has been a really good T side. Simple but effective approaches. The only thing has been that in the last couple of rounds, MINLATE has been trading slightly better. An aspect in which MOUZ NXT shall work a little bit more. Here we go again, Tech 9s. And of course another straightforward A hit. What else could you have expected out of MOUZ NXT? Accelerating. The good news is that right now it's only Amanek being in a position from which he can land a quick shot. He does. Exist keeps the spray going, and he will even find Joey. The idea for the T side is to get the bomb planted. This is what they wanted to secure the extra cash moving into the final round of the half. Several flashes. The Tech 9s go for the push, and they're actually finding a couple of kills. Hold your breaths. This might be MOUZ NXT turning this one with its head down. Optus, last player remaining. The anchor usually, but not today. Unable to keep this ship from not sinking. Oh my, I even lost my words for a second seeing those Tech 9s and their pace, but in the end MINLATE survives, and what could have been a round being lost it so easily. Final round, 8Ks online. Double up setup remains for MINLATE. They try to get to the tie. What is the game plan? Rules, MOUZ NXT go again. Connector smoke with a flash on middle. Feels like the split for A is about to happen. Samanek Having a quick look. And he will once again be landing the shot. Amanek extremely effective with those AWP shots. SBT will keep it going after Obdust found that trade. It becomes a game between a cat and a mouse. But who is who? I mean, the name gives us an idea, but probably this is all just a mask. And as SBT goes back to safety, MOUZ NXT will look to reroute. And it just wouldn't feel natural if you don't see another A hit. Would be really weird. SBT jiggle peeking. You need to be really, really careful, because if you're in SBT's position, you're relying on Polo to land that shot. If he does not, you will throw in the smoke, but then they will pressure you, and Polo is successful. Here comes the smoke. Now he needs to turn his attention over, but Polo is covering for his French teammate. As the coordination looks good for MINLATE. Nicolian and Joey, what can they do? Absolutely nothing. Feels the answer unless they can create some magic. Joey has been in these type of scenarios on so many different occasions, but as Nicolian goes down, it's a tie after the end of the first half here on Mirage. Strong start for MOUZ NXT, but from there onwards, it was a nice recovery. If we switch sides and go for a second pistol round. Again, the double pair of dualies. But there is a defuse kid. Okay, MINLATE will just follow the example of MOUZ NXT. Starting it off with a lot of action coming our way on that A-bomb side. Again, both teams refusing to waste any more time. Aox's dualies pull off the first. Joey adds one more. Joey keeps the fight going. It was a lovely flash setup. And as they go into the meat grinder, no one will come out alive from MINLATE as MOUZ NXT gets that second pistol round under its belt. Yeah, it feels like it was quite unfortunate and unlucky. Simplified attempt, but close range against the double pair of dualies. Not what you want to face. Bomb not planted, so MINLATE will replay the same round with the Glocks. And I have a feeling that they will try and go for one of my most favorite strategies. The idea, you pressure middle overlay, you try and quickly hit B, and then you rely on your bomb carrier to somehow find that bomb plant, which probably is not going to happen because we have Nicolian standing on top of Ticket. Zelix keeps on looking for kills, he keeps on fighting, so everything is in the hands of SBT. He realizes that he'll just go and find his own death. This turns into a flawless round, quick and easy. MOUZ NXT 2 ahead. But this is where the real fight begins. As the AKs come in. Early AWP even for Ayok. Has decided to upgrade. Yo, Javad, thank you so much. Hydration, really important. Thank you. Oh, man. Feels really good to once again see a proper fight on Mirage. Both teams just testing out the waters. Incendiary and an HE coming in. Ayok will not spot SBT as to additionally pressure him with the big green gun. Both teams looking to adjust their setups. Get the one out of MOUZ NXT. Here comes the flash, but SBT ahead of it. Trade found, numbers advantage. Back with MOUZ NXT. And out of nowhere, it's again those small moments that end up making the difference, similarly to how we saw the first 4 rounds of the first half play out. MINLATE, even though they have a lot of users to work with, they need to rely on someone to make a move. This has to be Polo. Coming out from middle. There is some real estate that he can grab. He still doesn't know, but if he goes through jungle, there is a world in which he can surprise them. He can catch them off guard, but unfortunately, time is not his friend. Down to 22 seconds. The T side needs to go in. Again, that A-bomb side will be under fire. Nickelodeon with a defensive off-angle. Zelix behind his Danish teammates is back. Molly to not allow them to have a quick sneak peek. But look at where Updust is. Go through the flames. Keeps it going. Not really sure whether that was the best decision to be made by the Portuguese. Skit now has repositioned successfully. Amanek will play from ramp as well. Polo is being a massive threat with the op. There is a defuse kit in play, sure. But Zelix will need to lift a lot of weight on his shoulders. And this is simply not doable for him. Nickelodeon, he cannot do it. He will go down. He will get smashed by MINLATE. As the outsmart MOUZ NXT. And the wars continue. It's a bloodbath. And it's a Mirage which we absolutely deserve to see. My goodness gracious, what in God's name is that? Iep, GG, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you guys. Your support keeps on being outstanding. I really enjoy covering those ESEA advanced matches. And I hope that the cast is also good, of course. If we get to the final of the next big caster, then I'll probably ask you to vote for me. But until then, we're voting for a B hit, and seems like this is what we're gonna be getting out of MINLATE. Updust and Zelix will get tested. Now, courtesy to the incendiary, things slow down for just a tiny bit, but the explosiveness keeps on happening. Lovely flashes. Updust goes down. Zelix still alive. Still looking to catch a couple of those MINLATE's players off guard. Zelix has been instrumental as he keeps on landing headshot after headshot. He will stop MINLATE in their tracks. The bait hit fails courtesy to the Hungarian. 13-7. Outstanding job throughout the season from Zelix, as he keeps on saying no to his opponents. You might have A, but not B. Now, even worse news for MINLATE is the fact that they're out of money. So they will need to save. Wonderful job, truly. Zelix. We've covered the majority of MOUZ NXT's matches from ESEA Advanced, and I can tell you that whenever they have played on Mirage, this guy has looked really, really strong. I think that overall we see a lot of improvements on everyone's side, as Optus picks that triple plus $1,800 in his bank account. But Zelix and Nickelodeon in particular, the star riflers, but the guys that can deliver you those multi-kills. Joey has been clutch, yeah, sure. Has definitely been showing that Spanish fire, you know, el calor, as they say. We go in. 3-round lead for MOUZ NXT. Important round for them. This could be a make it or break it. Crack Botez, welcome. Here to also have a look at whether SBT will find his way. He does. Joey Doe is around the corner. Footsteps will be heard and he will surely get punished. It's an easy pickup by the Frenchman. AOC trades. An important one secured by MOUZ NXT. Alleviates some of the pressure, allowing for AOC to now reposition. They still have Zelix on short if things start going south. Bomb left behind. Here comes Exist. At some point, probably a smoke will come in for window. There it is. I have a feeling that Exist wants to get himself boosted. Smoke They send forward one, but AOC stops Amanek, and this is now a big problem. Skid tries to find his influence. Nicodian under a lot of problems, and the pressure will catch him. Now that the bomb will get planted. Let's see. Incendiary good. Polo shot even better. Zelex. I mean, he has looked solid. We talked about those multi-kills. Let's see whether he can deliver. Defuse Kit still in play. It's a good peek. You can isolate both of these remaining duels. Let's see the Sixth Sense. Will it work out? Well, nearly there, but not quite. As MINLATE gets to their 8th. Sí, claro. Acabo de hacer un error, quería decir fuego, pero por alguna razón he dicho calor. Discúlpame, por favor. Okay, yeah, just to clarify, when I was speaking, I kind of messed up because I wanted to say fuego, which is fire in Spanish, but I said calor, which is actually hot, you know, like the weather. Still can't get over that MP9 spray on ramp. I mean, it was kind of okay. It was kind of okay. But let's see. I mean, it's a tough situation for both squads. Now, winning out the previous one still puts MINLATE in a better position economically speaking. I keep on emphasizing over the economy, even though Mirage is not really one of those maps that kind of gets so influenced by the weaponry which you have. You might end up one-digging a couple of guys on mid, and then the round is really open. But the thing is that right now, the loss bonus is at its minimum for MOUZ NXT. They're gonna go with the guns that they have and that they need into this one. But the thing is that there isn't going to be a lot of cash left in their bank accounts. And this could lead MINLATE into a tie and into a much closer final couple of rounds on Mirage. So let's see. I mean, some technical issues. Hopefully those will get sorted out quickly. Has been a team effort on both sides, but MOUZ and NXT have been grabbing those extra kills. Man, you're very entertaining. All smaller tournaments going on currently. I find you and this the most entertaining. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. The amount of support has been insane. I really appreciate you. Without you, those streams would be impossible. I sincerely hope that you enjoy the cast and you enjoy the energy. I try to, of course, shake it off. Just doing different things, you know. Probably I'm a bit too serious with my cast. But of course, from time to time, we're gonna do something different, speaking in other languages as we speak the language of Counter-Strike 2, and Polo is still somehow alive. We cannot say the same any longer because AOC finds him through the box, and as this happens, it's still already on the tally for the Latvian, leaving Skid Exist and Amanek in a 3-on-5 with quite a lot of time on the clock. MOUZ NXT. They realized the importance of this round. 3 guys pressuring middle. Now they go back. You can see that they're covering the main entry points from which MINLATE players could appear. Even Optus has switched his position, considering that AOC wants to be, or tries to be, one step ahead of the play. Let's see it without the X-ray. Come, Exist. Picks the kill on towards middle. We just missed out. AOC will not be landing this shot. Extra real estate acquired, but MINLATE needs to rely on the creativity. Oh, Joey. Oh, he'll get caught. That's a bit of a blunder. That's a bit of a massive blunder right there. Nicodian has been spotted. Right now, MINLATE knows that there's no one on that A bomb side. And that's the gap. That's the creativity that we talked about. The smoke for connector. The shots missing out of Joey. And as AOC lands that shot, It is Nicolian also following the example of his teammates. Kid, last man standing, but comes a bit too late. The reload with which MOUZ NXT will get to the 11th. A lot of fights, literally tooth for nail. Both teams trade a lot, but in the end, it's the CT side that gets to a W. And not only that, but have a look at what happens right now with MINLATE's money. 2,400 coming their way, not enough. And I wouldn't mind even seeing a tactical timeout to be taken by Amanek and his boys. Honestly, the decision making shall be straightforward. Just go all in. Invest whatever you have. Worst case scenario, 2 rounds remain. Best case scenarios, we pull this one out. And you put the pressure on the shoulders of those MOUZ NXT players. Talking about Zalex and Nicolian, but it has been AOC stepping it up in the last 4 rounds. Putting some really nice shots. Being able to pressure to just stop MINLATE or slow them down. Seems like Amanex's squad is setting itself up for another A hit. Feels like everything starts and everything ends here on A. Smoke's coming in. Flash as well. There isn't a smoke for Thicket. Nicolian will throw in the lurk smoke. Spray, not that good. A lot of damage dealt. Now Aox is up. Will start firing. Skid is out. Amanek down to 16. Bomb will get planted. The team players are surrounded. Feels like a trap, and the only way out is through fighting. Fist fighting, but not against those M4s, from which it definitely hurts a lot. Polo up for a clutch. They know where he's at right now. Double bodyguard system in place, so no problem for MOUZ NXT to get the defuser, as they're 1 round away from tying it up and sending us onto the 3rd and final map. Dust2 doesn't feel like Mirage anymore, but like reality. We hope for a close match. We probably will get a close match. Just the Tech 9s, the best that the T side will have is the Galil and the AK. It is the incendiary defensive util deployed already by the CTs. Great timing. Those shots somehow don't shut Amanek down, and it will be Skid finding the first headshot. Polish player keeps on going in. Will catch another. Actually, will not quite get it because the counter flashes have been good. Joey here to save the day. 2 guys are low on points of hell, but they cannot stop Polo. Nicolian 1 on 3. Is it doable? No, it is not. So MINLATE will see another day. It's still not done and dusted. There were so many moments where it could have gone wrong. So wrong for Amanek and his boys. But they survive. They will get another one. It's a new dawn. It's a new day on Mirage. But any day could be your last day. Again, the standard util. It's a 4-man stack on that A-bomb side for MOUZ NXT. Relying on the fact that MINLATE will once again go there. But this is not going to be the case. Aok left on his own with the Yop. Will land the first. It's an easy one as Kid went into his scope. Paid out the shot. There it is. There isn't a possibility for a rotation. Connector has been smoked out. Aok needs to throw in his one defensively. But the fact that he found the opener actually leads MINLATE to reroute and play for A. This could go really, really wrong because they still don't know it, but they will enter into a stack. Aok has single-handedly pushed them away 43 seconds on the clock exist. We'll need to find at least one. His teammates are already coming out from mid though. It's a lovely 4-man stack. Ticket player is there, but he gets caught. That Zeglik's going down. Here comes Exist. He knows and he keeps on landing those shots. Looks for more. Will get pressured by Optus s55. Somehow he's still alive. As a Portuguese player looks to find him through that smoke, but he's all that is left out as MOUZ NXT. And MINLATE survives what could have yet been a really dangerous round for them. Money gone from the bank accounts of MOUZ NXT. It seems like we'll get all the way towards that 24th round. Not wanting to get ahead of myself, but... yeah, just the USPs. I don't think that they're gonna be enough. So just to save. Ulti or not? Well, let me ask you actually. Can we do a poll in the chat? Actually, never mind. We need to focus on what is happening on middle. Shots landed. Flawless round. Let me see. Can I actually create a poll in the chat? Yeah, I don't know. How can I actually do it? My bad. Jesus Christ. I need to become better with my moderating skills. Javad, if you can do it, I'm going to be happy to ask the people whether we're going to ulti or not. MINLATE save yet another map point. Final round. It is. Can they close it out? That's the big question right now. Nicodin has looked solid. Aok exceptional as Aok opens it up. That's followed down. The Opa is gone. Here comes the smokes. Stairs, jungle, smoke down. Molly even as well there. They will keep the spray going, but it will be MINLATE securing the bomb side. How much more util do they have? They will pressure directly. Oh, the timing of the flash is actually insanely bad. Aok takes another. And while the nade was good, 3 on 5, surely MOUZ NXT can do it. Surely it feels like the end of the road. SBT, he falls. Kid needs a multi, which he will not find. Exist last man standing. 1 on 4 clutch required, which will not be materialized. MOUZ NXT have wasted 3 map points, but on the 4th time they do it. 13-11. They clutch it out on Mirage as they will send us on Dust 2, the decider map in this insanely close best of 3.